Welcome to the reaction for the first episode of Daredevil. If you are new to the channel with this show, I'm Brittany, obviously, and I am in the middle of my Marvel journey. I am in season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've watched WandaVision, I've watched the first season of Loki, and now we are starting the first season of Daredevil. And if that seems a little bit odd, I have an amazing patron who I believe has solicited feedback from other patrons to put together the proper watch order for me so that the TV shows and the movies intersect with each other in the best way possible. So I was going in release order when I started this journey with the movies, and now thankfully someone can keep me straight. I have a whole spreadsheet that they put together for me that's amazing that I follow, and I just watch what he tells me to watch when he tells me to watch it. And so we are going into the first season of Daredevil, I believe, to prep for a movie in the future. I don't know which one. He has probably told me. I'm just shit at remembering. Speaking of the movies, to give you some sort of context as to where I'm at in those right now, I have seen all the traditional Marvel movies up through Eternals was the last one. And then we took a little detour to do the Spider-Man movies. So the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, I did rewatches for those on Patreon because I had already seen them, but it had been a while. And then I reacted to The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 because I hadn't seen those yet. Rewatches will, probably stay only on Patreon if I had to guess. Rewatches don't do so well on YouTube, but eventually, whenever, as of this moment in time, I haven't started putting the movies out on YouTube yet, but hopefully that's coming very soon. And then, it'll take a while to get there. But yeah, so there will be a link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube for my second channel, which is for movies. If you want to go check out and see what's over there. Because by the time you're seeing this, there should be something. As far as Daredevil goes, I don't really know much about this show or Daredevil in general. I think Ben Affleck played Daredevil in a movie once, but I could be totally getting that wrong. I don't know. That's just kind of what I have in my brain. But I don't know anything about this character. I don't know what he's supposed to do. I don't know what his powers are. I don't know. I just genuinely don't. So let's go ahead and get into this and see how it goes. By the way, it was originally suggested to me that I watch this show without my ring lights on because apparently there's some dark scenes.
Get out of my way!
And oh shit. My computer screen was really dark.
Don't move, okay?
And they wanted me to be able to see in the scenes better.
Somebody get us some help! Ready?
But I just had to replace my computer. So hopefully we're good. Shit, what did happen? So was he in the street?
He pushed me out of the way. He saved my life.
Oh.
Oh, birds!
Hazardous. Oh, that got into his eyes?
Close your eyes.
Dad.
Close your eyes.
We need to wash those out.
I can't see! I can't see! I can't see!
Oh.
I can't see!
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned.
Oh.
It's been
Saved his life and went blind.
too long since my last confession. My dad used to come to this church back when I was a kid.
Did we jump forward? Is that Daredevil?
But he could take a punch.
So his dad's dead.
Language?
Oh.
Sorry, Father.
Forgive him for that too.
My grandmother, she was the real Catholic. Fear of God ran deep. You'd have liked her. She used to say, be careful of the Murdoch boys. They got the devil in them.
Oh, Daredevil. Okay.
Perhaps this will be easier if you tell me what you've done.
He let the devil out.
I'm not seeking penance for what I've done, Father. I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do.
That's not how this works. What exactly are you going to do?
Oh. Well, hopefully we're going to fuck these guys up.
I'm getting $1,000 a head for y'all. So, you be quiet. You don't.
I feel like for $1,000 a head, you can give me more than a fucking bucket, and you can give me some of the money and fucking let me go. Fuck you. So he fights blind? The guy just sitting there in the background. He doesn't get paid enough. He's gonna do the bare minimum. Fighting some masked guy is not in his job description. Jesus. So can he see like someone? I mean, he has this over his face, but I'm assuming that's just like to protect his identity. How do you fight like this while you're blind? I mean, obviously your other senses would become heightened, but like how do you know where the end of a building is? Like the end of a container. To be running around these places. That, how do you know like the angles of shit? I was about to be like, he wasn't doing anything, but he literally is part of this, so.
Flag down the first officer you see.
Fuck him as well. Okay, well, let's not traumatize them any more than they already are. There's that devil coming out. I mean, it's fine. He doesn't deserve to live. Oh, that's cool. How they're doing that. I'm not gonna look at the names if I can help it. I don't want to see who's in this.
What time is it?
1:30, get the hell up. Let's go. We got to meet the real estate agent in 45. What was that?
He's in Idle Hands. It's like one of my favorite Halloween movies.
What was she like?
Violent.
I got to get the blind thing going. It's so unfair. Oh, hey.
Yeah, real unfair.
I got to go grab a cop.
Ugh, foggy.
Kidding, NSA, if you're listening. But seriously, yeah. I got to go grab a cop.
Okay.
Officer of the law.
Especially because I know him from Idle Hands. Seeing him like this is so weird.
Susan Harris, Midtown Property Solutions.
Matt Murdock.
She just curtsied. It was adorable.
This office was barely touched by the incident, which is why it's on the market already.
The instant?
Is that what we're calling it now?
Well, it sounds so much better than death and destruction raining from the sky, nearly wiping Hell's Kitchen off the map.
Jesus Christ.
Hell's Kitchen's on the rebound, Mr. Nelson, and in 18 months, you won't be able to rent a broom closet at this price point.
Hell's Kitchen's a place? I thought it was a Gordon Ramsay show.
We're never going to be able to keep the lights on, waiting on a horde of innocent souls to stumble into our loving arms.
At this point, I'd settle for just one.
He is smooth. Jesus Christ. Jessica! Oh, shit.
Drop it! I didn't do this, I didn't.
Well, it certainly looks like you did.
I didn't do this!
Okay. Well, you couldn't have looked more guilty if you tried.
Okay, can we please take the handcuffs off the 110-pound woman?
Can you tell me who these men are?
We're her lawyers. Uncuff our client and give us the room, please.
They're both there representing her?
My name is Matt Murdock. This is my associate, Foggy Nelson. Do you mind if we sit down?
Foggy?
Today's just my lucky day.
I bribed the desk sergeant with a box of cigars for his mom.
Our practice is relatively young, Miss Page, and we are aggressively pursuing new clientele. You gotta stop giving Beth cigars.
How long have you been practicing law?
What time is it?
It's 12:22 a.m.
About 7 hours.
The fuck?
Well, if you go from when we passed the
I
bar.
was going from we got our own desks.
Oh, then yeah. 7 hours.
What?
If you were to hire us, then yes, you would be our first client.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, it was lovely to meet you, Miss Page.
I was gonna say,
We can help each other. Tell me, how did you know Mr. Fisher?
I wouldn't want somebody who's ever done this to represent me on a murder rap, but can't pay an attorney.
And your place of employment?
Union Allied. Daniel worked downstairs in legal. I didn't know him very well, but he was always nice, you know.
So how did we wind up in that
So I
situation?
asked him if he would have a drink with me.
Oh, okay.
We had a few drinks, and the next thing that I remember is waking up on the floor of my apartment covered in blood. His blood.
Holding the knife.
But I'm telling you, we met at the bar, we had a few drinks, and I don't know.
So she got drugged?
Please, you have to believe me. I didn't kill him.
You can hear her heartbeat?
I believe you, Miss Page.
Fuck.
Tell Rigoletto he'll get his money. Mr. Rigoletto is retired. His books have been acquired by my employer.
I'd like to show you something.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Do you have a moment?
I don't. I'm busy. Is the daughter?
Call her.
Oh, to know it's like a live feed.
Hey, Dad, what's up?
Oh, well, that was cute. She like smiled. Would have been real unfortunate if she'd been like, ugh. I didn't answer.
You see this man here?
If we're being honest with each other, Mr. Farnham, I find his methods unpleasant. But such are the times we live in.
I mean, obviously you would want to say that, but
Such a small sum is of little interest to my employer. Your position, however, that's something we can work with.
what do they do?
She's the sole suspect, found at the scene, covered in blood, with the murder weapon and no defensive wounds.
Yeah, I mean, even if you think she didn't do it, even if you know she didn't do it,
We do not want this to go to trial.
They don't want this to go to trial either. Why hasn't she been charged yet?
I feel like they could prove it beyond a reasonable doubt.
This is a good arrest, Foggy. We should already be reading about it in the papers.
Yeah, that is true.
You don't necessarily show the best judgment when beautiful women are involved.
How would I even know if she's a beautiful woman?
I don't know. It's kind of spooky, actually.
You can feel it.
Matt Murdock's gonna find her, and Foggy Nelson is gonna suffer.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
Thank you.
But I need you to back me anyway.
If she didn't do it, who did? We're dead in the water if we don't give them an alternative.
Agreed.
I like that they're attorneys. This is going to be fun. I like legal stuff. I actually have a degree in law enforcement because I wanted to become an attorney. Well, if she fucking dies in a jail cell, that's not exactly gonna... Oh, they're gonna make it look like she killed herself. Why didn't see this coming? Oh. Oh, shit. Ah! Oh. Fucking finally, nobody ever does that. Okay. Shit. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to become an attorney at one point in time, so I got a degree in law enforcement.
Get my client released. Don't make me ask again.
I'll call the ADA. You take that tone with me again? I don't care if you're blind. I'll kick the shit out of you.
Good luck with that.
Really? We're going there?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe someone else was in her apartment that night. Maybe they have evidence.
That's Brady material. They'd have to turn that over.
Only if she were charged. She hangs herself in her cell. This all goes away.
Right.
Let's get her some clothes and get the hell out of here.
So somebody else killed him and somebody's trying to cover it up.
Couldn't find any milk.
Except why didn't they just take care of her then? Why didn't they just kill her then in the apartment?
How are you holding up?
Oh, unless they wanted to frame her for the murder. And that's why they drugged her.
Do you have somewhere you can stay tonight?
My apartment's not far.
You can't go back there.
No, yeah. Yeah, they just tried to kill you.
Do you know who's trying to kill you?
No.
Do you know why they're trying to kill you?
That's a yes.
The last 2 years have transformed the business. There's new owners, new grants.
Yeah, the world watched half of New York get destroyed. That's a lot of sympathy.
Oh. So that's what happened? Okay. That gives me some context.
I was emailed a file called Pension Master.
I'm guessing it wasn't the pension fund.
It wasn't the size of the pension fund. It was coded routing numbers, but we are talking a lot of money.
What did you do with the file?
Did you make a copy?
He said that it was a theoretical model that they were screwing around with.
Sure.
All I did was ask him for a drink, and things got blurry, like I was drugged.
Because you were.
And the next thing I know, I wake up back in my apartment, covered in blood. They killed him.
Again, why not just kill her?
Either you're with them or you're not. And if you're with them, then I'm dead already. And if you are not, then I cannot have anybody else die because of me.
We can protect ourselves.
No, you can't, not from them.
Miss Page,
No.
we can't let you go.
Please, just...
She's such a good actress. I loved her in True Blood.
And really, I can't put you out of your bedroom. I'll be just fine on the couch.
From what I understand about my living room, that might not be true.
This place looks fucking awesome. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Went up a year ago. Upside is nobody wanted it, and I got a corner apartment at a hell of a discount.
No shit. Perfect apartment for him.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions now?
Go ahead.
You just nodded, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I don't understand.
It's funny because that's making her hair look bright red like in True Blood.
To make matters worse, she's now telling people about said activity. Which obviously I can't have, so I decide to take action.
Right. What? Why not just take care of her? Right. Right.
They tried.
After the fact.
In the jail. But the first time, they left you alive.
Right.
What were they trying to do, frame you?
Seems that way.
But the first time, they're not trying to kill you. They're trying to discredit you. They're trying to scare you. And the only reason that they would do that is if you have something that they want. So I've been trying to think about what that could be, and the only thing I've come up with is the Union Allied pension file.
Yep. Her heart rate sped up.
No. As soon as I asked my boss about it, he took it away from me. Part of me wishes I'd made a copy for myself, but I guess I'm just not that smart.
Ah, well, it's just a thought.
I mean, she's already made it clear, though, that, like, you're either with them or you're not. And if you are, I'm, basically dead already. So I could see, like, why she wouldn't fully trust them right away.
Anyone here speak Chinese? No, Boo?
The man is Japanese.
I know. I just thought that...
2 different languages, bud.
We do not deal with lapdogs. Tell Mr.
We don't say his name.
Oh. Okay. Was that Japanese guy in Supernatural? In Skin? The episode Skin?
There was a problem on the docks.
Some mutak in a black mask.
And you bought that?
Что?
Okay. I'm glad to hear there's some new blood running around out there.
So we're all part of this human trafficking thing?
还是把你们弄成大傻瓜。
Sure. So he understands.
He let the women go.
He took out your men. How?
Oh yeah, that's definitely got to be the guy from Supernatural.
Every time one of these guys punches someone through a building, our margins go up 3%. We should be celebrating.
This is different. My employer will be
Pissed.
displeased. We're being inconvenient.
He wanted to say pissed.
We would not want another Union-Allied situation, would we? Big, loud, lot of questions.
We're handling it.
Like you keep saying you're handling Prochaska.
We're in the process of negotiating.
Handling what?
As I said, we're handling it.
Okay. So why are all these people working together? Is she gonna try taking off? If so, she's a fucking idiot. Yeah, as I say, you would have to hear that. I am definitely glad I have my new brighter screen to watch this show. Some of these scenes, yes, would have been difficult to see. I mean, this is like a crime scene. I feel like I mean, you do live there, but I feel like you probably shouldn't go back. If you want to keep that, you should probably fucking swallow that thing. Because, yeah. Oh, is this that guy? That was in the video? Is he gonna show up? Yeah. Are we gonna get a better mask at some point? Like, I feel like this... It just looks goofy. Like, I get it. He needs to cover up most of his face, but he still wants to be able to breathe, but it just looks silly. Damn. Is she gonna realize it's him? Oh. Shit. You gonna get up or no? He got knocked back in time?
I'm tired, Dad.
What's the deal with his face?
Like your old man. I never studied.
Is that from a fight? I feel like that's more than just a fight. Oh, 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 oh. Why would you want your kid to... A, that would hurt like a fucking son of a bitch. Does it not hurt him? But B, why would you want your kid to know that you're that roughed up? You're literally bleeding. How can you let him touch you like this?
Come on, Maddie. Get to work.
I mean, I thought like maybe his dad didn't feel pain when he said like he would just let him punch him until his hand broke. I do like how we have like these darker, cooler tones with all these like pops of red. Like their hair from the light, the red cup, the blood dripping down just then. Oh, my internet is not acting great right now. Even between the pixelation and the rain, it's still a cool scene. Even though I can't see super well right now. It's bright enough, it's just a little blurry. That's what you want. That water right in that cut on your back. Who cares about infections?
You can't take it to the police. You can't trust anyone.
Then we tell everyone.
Oh, I was gonna say that's true. You can't trust the police, like clearly. Wait, a newspaper editor, yeah.
DNA evidence will put Rance at the murder scene. Ian Egon sideways, his records altered in support. Leland's cover our exposure on the financials, and McClintock takes the fall for Union Ally.
We can't have McClintock speaking to the authorities.
Pills. He overdosed less than an hour ago.
Wow. Okay.
Should I make the appropriate arrangements for her along with the others?
No, everything she knows is already in the papers. Her lawyers, Nelson and Murdoch.
Ambulance chasers. They're clean.
Start a file. They may be of use.
Oh. You think you're going to be able to use them? Good luck.
My grandmother's recipe, and she made me promise only to serve it to my future husband. You know, it's like filled with virtue or something.
Not that I'm complaining, but you really should be thanking the nut in the mask.
He's not a nut. I mean, he's a little weird.
Oh, we're just glad you're okay.
Here, here.
Yeah, no, you would instantly fall in love with him.
The job's easy when your client's innocent.
He saves your life and fights like that.
And don't get us wrong, we're still gonna bill you, just as soon as we figure out how to make bills.
Yeah, how to actually do
I
that.
did notice that you could use some help around here, and I...
Is she gonna stay in the show?
Our firm is very prestigious and discerning, Miss Page.
Yay, is she gonna work for them?
I'll work for free.
Yeah, you're hired.
You just got hired.
That makes me happy. I was hoping she would stay in it. I like her a lot. Fogwell's gym, is this connected to Foggy and that's why his name is Foggy? Yeah, even his glasses have like a little bit of a red tint. The writing's red. Creel versus Murdoch. Wasn't there a character, Victor Creel? In S.H.I.E.L.D. maybe? Oh no, the daughter. Because he didn't follow through. Cleaning house. I mean, that one I definitely feel is a lot less likely, a lot less believable than... Is everyone here blind? You bitch. Because that helped you out so much last time. Who is this? Daddy! Oh, we're just kidnapping. We're just... Okay. Oh my god. New York could be so fucking loud. So we heard it. You're on top of a building though. I don't think you can fly or use like a spider web to get down. Okay. I actually really enjoyed that. I gotta be honest, like going into this, I was like, okay, Daredevil, whatever, like just another Marvel show. But without like knowing anything coming in, like with WandaVision, I loved Wanda going into that. Like I already loved that character and, you know, Vision and everything. So like I was so excited to watch that. And with Loki, I already like really loved Loki. So like I was excited to go into that, you know, and with S.H.I.E.L.D, I didn't know what I was getting into, but I loved Coulson. And so when I saw that he was going to be in it, I was super excited. So like coming into Daredevil, I was kind of like, okay, all right, I guess we'll check out Daredevil. But no, this was really good. I don't know that I would have enjoyed it as much had she not been in it. I know her name, but it's escaping me right now. I can't remember it. But I really liked her in True Blood. There's something else I've seen her in that I liked her in as well, but I can't remember. And I really liked her in this. I think she did a great job. And I like their dynamic between the two of them, between Matt, was that his first name? Murdoch, and Foggy. I like theirs. Like normally, and I mean, he was in Idle Hands, so I was fun seeing him too. I've never seen the main guy though, Murdoch or whatever, in anything. Not that I recall. But little side note actually is as we were watching it, I almost said something about it. I almost said something like, oh, I wonder when we're going to see our first supernatural character, because like supernatural people are in everything. The show and for 15 fucking seasons is my favorite show of all time. In case you don't know, in case you're new here, picture with Jensen Ackles, one of the leads in the show. I have way more pictures with cast members and stuff. I'm like super obsessed. Like to the point where at any given time I have something supernatural related, probably within arm's reach. And then, yeah, a supernatural actor popped up. So I just thought that was kind of funny. I should have said something about it, but I didn't. Anyways, so that was fun to see a supernatural person. But the relationship between the two of them, I like. And with a character like Foggy, I sometimes can find those characters annoying where they're like supposed to be like the plucky comic relief, you know? But it worked for him. It wasn't like so over the top. It didn't feel like super forced like it can a lot of times with characters like that. And they had a good dynamic. And I feel like those two actors have some good chemistry between them. Like I buy their friendship so much to the point where when they said they'd only really been attorneys for like 7 hours, like that really surprised me because it seems like, you know, they're really close and they've been working together and all that. So that part of it's fun. And even just like the setup here for what we're going to be doing, like that they're attorneys. Like I like a legal aspect to it. Because like I said, like that's at one point in time, I wanted to be a lawyer. I don't anymore, but I still find that stuff fascinating and interesting to watch. So that's fun. But then even just like the setup for, you know, what we're up against. And like, I feel like we have a good idea of that here in the first episode. You know, sometimes in the first episode, you don't really know where we're going to be going with the show. And I feel like, obviously, I'm not going to say I know where we're going, but they definitely have already started laying a good amount of groundwork for that. And I'm already like intrigued and want to see where this is all going to lead to. So yeah, I'm excited to keep going. So, okay. If you are watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support and the patience as this is going out a week later than it was supposed to. Crazy issues. I put a text update a post on Patreon. I had to replace both my laptop and my desktop computer while we were in the middle of making a cross-country move. Super fun. But yeah. So thank you for being here and being on this Marvel journey with me and for understanding that things aren't always watched in the most like logical order on like the surface level, but that like there's a reason for it so that there's not like a bottleneck when it comes to the movie so that I can keep watching the movies and keep going with the shows and stuff. So sometimes you got to do things in a little bit of a wacky order in order to make all of that fit together. Again, thank you to the patron who is keeping all that straight for me. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want access to the full reactions, because I obviously can't put them here on YouTube for copyright reasons, you can get those over on Patreon, and they are further ahead in the show, further ahead on my Marvel journey, period. Because I've been reacting to Marvel for, I think like 2 years or something on the channel at this point. So it's been a hot second. Full reactions over there are in a watch along style because again, I cannot have the full footage play. It's super illegal here in the US. Watch along style means that you do have to have your own copy of the episode, like playing alongside mine. So you just have like my video open in one window, the episode playing in another window. And we just, I have a countdown timer, same one you saw at the beginning of the video. We just hit play at the same time, pretty much synced up and good to go. I do have instructions for how to really make it work and all that. Anyways, it's fairly easy once you get into it and get it going. Again, link in the description below for that over on Patreon. Patreon members also get access to polls for what I'm going to react to next. If you want to do other things besides Marvel, they get access to all the things I'm reacting to depending on what tier you're on. I do have a Marvel only tier if Marvel is all you're interested in, and that will give you access to both the movies and the shows. But then I also have a tier for everything if you want all the shows and all the movies, because I react to other shows and movies that are non-Marvel related. And then we do As of right now, we're doing like monthly live hangouts on Zoom once a month. Yeah, like I said, polls for what I react to next. Any sort of like bonus reactions are put over there on Patreon. Any rewatches stay on Patreon and don't really come to YouTube. Those sorts of things. If you prefer the shortened, edited versions, you can get them early here on YouTube by becoming a channel member, or you can get them ad-free over on Patreon. If you don't want to do any of those things, that's totally cool. I'm just happy to have you here. I would just ask that you hit the subscribe and notification button so you don't miss the next reaction when it goes out. If I do continue with Daredevil here on YouTube, it'll depend on the feedback. So if you like this, definitely let me know. Hit the like button, comment, share it, all the things. Just let me know you want me to keep going with Daredevil here on YouTube. I will continue on Patreon, but here on YouTube, you have to let me know because it's a lot of work to put these on YouTube. All right, yeah. So hopefully I see you in the next one if we put it on here. If not, hopefully I see you over on Patreon. And yeah, I just appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.